Hello MotoGP fans, welcome back to ZNGP Today. Ducati CEO Claudio Domenicali has shed light on the brand's continued dominance in MotoGP and its ambitious plans for the future. In an interview with Corriere della Sera, Domenicali revealed how Marc Márquez joined their dream team, the impact of Ducati's sporting success on its commercial performance, and exciting developments ahead for the Italian manufacturer. Ducati's decision to sign Marc Márquez for the 2025 MotoGP season has sparked debate, with suggestions that concerns over risk were a key factor. Former world champion Wayne Gardner weighed in on the controversial choice, which saw Jorge Martín, the reigning MotoGP champion, leave for Aprilia. Jorge Martín has spoken openly about the challenges of partnering with Marco Bezzecchi at the Aprilia factory team in 2025. With a history of clashes and competitive tension, many are wondering how the duo will work together as Martín steps into his new leadership role after his MotoGP title-winning campaign in 2024. Don't forget to click subscribe button and the bell icon for MotoGP news update. Claudio Domenicali, now in his 12th year as Ducati CEO, highlighted the crucial link between the brand's racing triumphs and its sales figures. Ducati is a brand built on great passions and emotions. Whoever buys a Ducati does not just buy a motorcycle, but also an experience. Quote from Domenicali. Although global sales in 2024 dipped slightly in key markets like China and the United States due to logistical and production challenges, Ducati's performance in Europe and Italy remains stable. Domenicali credited the company's financial independence within the Audi Group for enabling continuous reinvestment in innovation, product development, and motorsport. Domenicali emphasized that innovation remains the backbone of Ducati's growth strategy. Among the brand's ambitious plans for 2025 are the launch of the Desmo 450 MX, Ducati's first motocross bike, and a significant redesign of the Panigale V2. The revamped Panigale V2 will feature a weight reduction of 20 kilograms and a revolutionary ultralight twin-cylinder engine weighing just 54 kilograms. It will be the biggest redesign of the range in years, linked to the new European 5.2 homologation. Quote from Domenicali. Customization continues to play a pivotal role in Ducati's appeal, with initiatives like Ducati Unica allowing customers to co-create their bikes. Domenicali highlighted a recent collaboration with Bentley customers to design a bespoke Diavel, catering to Ducati's most loyal fans and collectors. Looking ahead to the 2025 MotoGP season, Domenicali described Ducati's atypical situation, with its factory team, now led by Pecco Bagnaia and Marc Márquez. The decision to sign Márquez, however, meant parting ways with Jorge Martín, a rider Ducati had nurtured for years. We are in an atypical situation with our official team, they sought us out. A dream team led by Pecco Bagnaia and Marc Márquez, who have 11 world titles to their name. It will be a year to entertain the fans and continue to grow. It was a difficult decision. We love him, he grew up with us, and there is always a bitter taste. Despite its current dominance, Ducati is preparing for the resurgence of Japanese manufacturers in MotoGP and aims to reclaim the Superbike Riders title, which eluded them in 2024. Opponents will arrive naturally. MotoGP has already made concessions to the other brands, Domenicali concluded. Domenicali assured that this competitive spirit drives Ducati to remain at the forefront, innovating both on the track and in the marketplace. With Marc Márquez joining forces with Pecco Bagnaia, Ducati enters the 2025 MotoGP season as the team to beat. From groundbreaking innovations like the Desmo 450 MX to ambitious goals in MotoGP and Superbikes, Ducati continues to push boundaries, fueled by its passion for racing and its commitment to excellence. After a standout year with Gresini Ducati in 2024, where he mounted a strong title challenge on a year-old machine, Marc Márquez secured a seat in Ducati's factory team for 2025. This decision left Jorge Martín, who won the MotoGP title on a Ducati in 2024, out of the equation. Martín has since moved to Aprilia, a move that promises to shake up the championship. I wasn't surprised. To be honest, if it had been me, I probably would have stayed with Jorge. But Marc is a very talented rider, there is no doubt. They know how good Marc is. Quote from Wayne Gardner. Gardner suggested that Ducati's primary motivation was eliminating the threat of Marquez riding for a rival manufacturer. What Ducati did was remove Marquez from the competition. It is better to have him working with them than against them. They know they are going to win with Pecco or Marquez next year. Ducati's dominance with the best bike on the grid further highlighted their reasoning. Marquez's struggles on the underperforming Honda in prior years and his improvement with Ducati's machinery showcased his potential on a competitive bike. Jorge Martín, overlooked by Ducati despite winning the 2024 championship, signed with Aprilia and is expected to run the number 1 plate in 2025. Gardner anticipates Martín's move will add excitement to the upcoming season. Martín is going to Aprilia, and I think it's going to be incredible with that bike. That will make the championship even more interesting, to be honest. Marquez reportedly played a significant role in influencing Ducati's decision. During the summer of 2024, he made it clear that remaining with Pramac, even with factory-spec machinery, was not an option. This forced Ducati to abandon their original plan to reward Martín with the factory seat, leading to Martín's departure and Ducati's U-turn in favor of Marquez. With Marc Márquez joining Pecco Bagnaia at Ducati and Jorge Martín leading Aprilia's charge, the 2025 MotoGP season is shaping up to be one of the most competitive in recent history. Ducati's calculated risk may ultimately define the championship battle, as two of MotoGP's brightest stars prepare for an epic showdown on rival machinery. Jorge Martín and Marco Bezzecchi have shared a turbulent relationship dating back to their days in Moto3. Martín clinched his Moto3 championship with Bezzecchi finishing 46 points behind him, and the two have often found themselves on opposing sides of intense battles since then. Their rivalry flared up again in the 2023 Austrian GP Sprint, where Bezzecchi criticized the lack of penalties for Martín after a pile-up. Additionally, Bezzecchi's close friendship with Pecco Bagnaia, who lost last year's title to Martín, has only added fuel to the fire. Martín addressed the concerns about their dynamic as teammates, admitting their relationship hasn't always been smooth. It is clear that Bezzecchi has not been my best friend in recent years. Since we fought in Moto3, we've had many scuffles. But what matters to me is that my partner is competitive. Quote from Martín. Both Martín and Bezzecchi have left Ducati-backed teams in pursuit of factory seats, joining forces at Aprilia for 2025. Martín arrives as the reigning MotoGP world champion, potentially sporting the coveted number 1 plate, and is determined to lead the team. Martín emphasized the importance of teamwork, highlighting how collaboration with Bezzecchi could benefit Aprilia's development. Although I will never be Alex Espargaro, now I have that leadership role, and as world champion, I have to lead this Aprilia project. This means having a good relationship with my partner. If he manages to give instructions to improve the bike, that will help me too. And vice versa. While Martín's leadership and Bezzecchi's raw talent make for a promising combination, the pair face significant pressure to deliver results for Aprilia. The team is looking to build on its recent progress, and both riders must put aside past differences to ensure success. Martín has expressed a willingness to foster a constructive relationship with Bezzecchi, despite their history. Whether they can turn their rivalry into a productive partnership remains to be seen, but the MotoGP paddock will undoubtedly be watching closely. As Jorge Martín and Marco Bezzecchi join forces at Aprilia, questions about their past tensions linger. Can Martín's leadership as the reigning world champion bring harmony to the team? Or will their history of conflict resurface? All eyes are on this intriguing pairing as the 2025 MotoGP season approaches. Thanks for watching ZNGP Today, and this is your MotoGP news update. See you in the next video.